Hey guys, happy Sunday everyone. It's May 31st, 2020. And thank you for watching our videos yesterday. And if you have not watched it yet, I will drop some comments below so that you will be directed to the videos we created yesterday. Now, if this is your first time to watch our video, um, I'm inviting everyone to hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you're always updated with our new videos. Know that we are doing this every day. We're reviewing your stocks. Most of the stocks we review are in the Philippine market, but I'm starting to now review stocks in the US market as well as some cryptocurrencies. Okay, so a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to in our channel. In the meantime, I have outlined some stocks that you guys have requested, both in our YouTube, in our Invest in the Stock Market page over at Facebook. So these are the ones that we are going to cover today. Globe, Globe, PLDT, Ali, PAL, SMPH, Meralco AC, JGS, Home, and WLCON. Okay, so let's continue. Let's make sure we're there. Okay, as for Globe, okay, interesting bounce for Globe over here. It is still respecting our MA20 level. And this is a Bollinger Band, by the way, guys. If you just want to locate that, it's in the indicators. Just type BP and then it'll route you. I don't normally tinker with the settings. It's just the default settings. So you don't have to complicate your trades. But once you choose the indicator that works for you, regardless of the settings normally, for as long as you are already well immersed in that indicator, it will work for you eventually. Okay, so for now, I think that this stock is still really strong at its current state. With the right volume over here, it respected the MA20 line. That is now our nearest support. At the same time, I'd like to share to you just today. There's a news about this company, and they're now building their 5G network. And interestingly, despite the pandemic and despite the crisis, the demand for the demand for their service is still high. And yeah, a lot of interesting and promising projects ahead of this uh, telecom company. Okay, so if you are in it, I suggest get in as a long-term investor because um, I believe that this is one of the retirement stocks. Even just to base your just to looking at the dividends that they give out on a regular basis, this is already something that one can look forward to come retirement age, right? So whenever you have extra cash, just put in some funds here. And yeah, okay. So let's continue. This is your support, right? At the moment. And let's, of course, you have good volume there. Let's talk about PLDT. Okay, another good bounce for PLDT. 5.9% increase. It respected your MA20 line. I think it will also continue to move higher, although there's a short-term resistance right at this area. But given that you have good volume over here, so I feel that if the market gives you a chance from 1,198 to where it is at right now, I think that's already a good area to buy. And I'm addressing this, of course, to our long-term investors. The previous talk we talked about, I highly recommend that for long-term investors as well, and this one too for long-term investors. Same with Globe. PLDT gives out very good dividends. I think they do it every quarter. March. Let me just go back. Because what's interesting is that given that we are in a pandemic, right? They still managed to give us a dividend here. So that means they're still positive in terms of their revenue. That's why they're giving back to their investors. So that's a good thing if a company continues to give out dividends. Ali, there's a gap up that happened. Nice one. And there's a nice volume here as well. So just in case, guys, because there's a gap up, right? Just in case that gap will be filled, because normally it revisits the gap and fill the gap. I feel that 30.49 or 30.50 will now be your new support area. Okay, the reason why we said that is because you have a consolidation that happened here. Previously, this is the area where you had your support, which is your MA20. No, the lower Bollinger Band area. Okay, so what we need to look forward to here is a chance that the market will give us when it retraces, or some people might take profit and give us a chance at 30.49. Overall, the sentiment here is bullish. We have recovered. Actually, the candlestick last Thursday was already a promising candlestick because it engulfed your red candlestick here. It ended much higher, and the next day there was good volume. So I feel that it will continue to move up. Yes, it will. It's just that probably there will be a segment within the day tomorrow where people will take profit and give you a chance at this area. Okay, let me just put it a little higher. There, 30.73. Next would be PAL. PAL will continue their flight. Yeah, they will resume their flight on the 8th of June. Um, but I think, let me see. I know I opened Cebu Pacific today. They're also going to resume their um, flights, but there was a pop-up that said that leisure travels are not yet allowed. So I'm not sure. Maybe there are some requirements that you have to fulfill before you get before you get you before you can fly to different areas. There. So it says here Manila Philippine Airlines said Saturday it will resume its domestic flights on June 8th, a week later than its initial announcement. And these are the flights. Okay. The following flights will resume on the 15th. Okay. The flag carrier's international flights will resume on June 1st, starting with its flight to San Francisco. Other flights will resume on the following dates. Okay. There you have it. Okay, so hopefully this will not result in anything negative. So scary. Okay, they have to inspect all travelers in and out of the country. We don't want to have a second wave, right? Anyway, so that's a good story because what I'm saying, it's a good story because they are going to go back on the 8th of June. They're going to have flights. That means revenue will start to come in these companies. But for now, just be extra careful. We don't know yet if that's going to be sustained. So if you want to get in, just the nearer you are to the support level, the better, and then you have to try to enter in tranches. So if you see a recovery happening, uh, and then the trend is going to change, an upward trend that is, then that's the time you can add some more volume. But for now, I think we're heading towards that direction. It has been on a massive decline, and we're now moving to the upside slowly. Okay. SMPH. SMPH also giving us a bullish action. Um, short term, you have an upward trend. There you have it. See, it's moving upwards with the right volume. And then we're also triggering that MA20 line. Half of the candlestick last Friday is already above the MA20 level. So I feel that we will continue to move higher. And yeah, anywhere from where it is at right now to around, yeah, MA20 line. That is already a good entry price. We're still at the healthy level in our RSI. As you can see, we're still a little above 50. So I think many people will show interest in this stock, SMPH. Morocco. Morocco as well. Good one. Good bounce there. So your previous resistance, half of the body is now beyond that line. So this is your resistance over here. Okay, so next resistance, if you look to the left, where could that be? Well, this is already part of it, if you can, if you'll consider that. Okay, next would be here. Okay, and if you move to the left, the next one would be here. Okay, so those are the three areas of focus that we have right now. Then once it continues to move higher, then we can touch base again and then talk about it. But for now, this is already, I think, starting to gain that it'll start to move higher. Foreign buying is already present. And overall, look at that. There was a massive downward or a breakdown in price here. And slowly, if you're a long-term investor, I think this stock, given that it is Meralco, guys, it's a very stable company. We all are very dependent in this company for our source of energy and electricity. So I think it's a good time to start accumulating volume. AC? AC, yes. Same is true with AC over here. This is your new support. Most likely you will have this type of movement. It will continue to move higher, retest your new support, and then continue higher. Reason why we said that that will now be your support is because of this. Previous support, previous resistance, we broke that eventually, okay, will now become your support. It will retest that level here. Okay, but we don't know how far, like how big of a climb it will take first before it retraces and retests. But just in case the market gives us a chance tomorrow, I understand it might normally, I don't know, if it will have a gap up, then it's going to be harder to chase. But if it starts at the same area, I think that's already a good area to enter, right? From 708 to 747, that's already a good entry price because we really don't know if it's going to jump tomorrow. Um, Anywhere from that price range is already good. We had foreign buying happened last Friday. JGS. JGS, June 8. Okay. Still doing sideways here, but very interesting jump in the volume here. So I think it will also start to trigger some bullish actions in the coming days. People are showing interest and that there's not much movement yet. Okay, so I think this is already a good time to watch this stock and see the momentum play tomorrow, or price action, I mean. Home. Home, I'd say there's a bearish sentiment for home. It might revisit this one. Although this is a short-term support here, nearest support that we see at the moment, but I don't feel good. There's a strong selling pressure, so it might revisit your previous bottom there, 4.52. So that's what we see at the moment. Okay, so there are a lot of stocks that are more attractive than home. So let's try to consider those. Right now, my recommendation is really more into uh, you looking at the blue chip companies. Scary to invest a lot in speculative stocks or secondary stocks because sometimes they have not proven anything yet. But if we look into the blue chip companies, they've gone through so many extreme situations and they managed to survive. Okay, WLCON. As for WLCON, it revisited your MA20 line. And I think, yeah, well, let's use this as our support area because anyway, that's your MA20, which is an area of bounce normally, and it has respected that for the previous weeks. This one over here, and this one over here. So I think it's a make or break tomorrow. Okay, we're sitting at an MA20 line. If we manage to bounce, start the price probably at 15.20 or 15.16, and then it moves higher, then we can say we have a bounce there. You know what's interesting here is that you have foreign buying that happened last Friday. So maybe they're starting to accumulate as well. Yeah. All right. And I think that is it for this episode. If you have a request, go ahead and drop a comment. But it's going to be an exciting day tomorrow. I feel that looking at your PSEI over here, um, I feel that a lot of stocks are going to jump, and because considering that we are on what are we GCQ already? I know there's transportation and a lot of offices and establishments are going to be open tomorrow. But yeah, that is going to be a sign that we're starting to recover, but not totally yet because the virus is still here. So we just have to be extra careful. The government is just doing this so that our economy will not suffer too much. But if we fail to take care of ourselves and follow the instructions on how we can keep ourselves safer, then wave two is not impossible. So we don't want wave two to happen. So be extra careful, guys. If you're going out in public, just follow the social distancing requirements, and hopefully we end this crisis soon so our stocks can start climbing up. It's been a while. We're so down for a long time, and this candlestick last Friday is a sign of light. Okay, the world is not healed yet, but we're just taking action so that the economy will not suffer too much. In the meantime, thank you guys for listening and watching our video. If you have not subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always updated with our new videos. In the meantime, happy Sunday and good night. Bye bye.